Morning, everyone. Make sure you guys like the stream and read the pinned message. Hi, Cece. Good morning. All right, let me get. Hey, IJ. All right, let me get to my. Hi, 6 people that are in here. Make sure you guys like the stream. What the fuck just happened? Oh man, come on. All right, Cece, you could post. Hi, 11, 7 people in here. Can you guys like the stream if you're gonna watch us? If you're gonna be nosy, at least like the stream. What exactly, like, what do you want me to tell you about him? Like, who he is as a person, or like when it comes to you? Like, what exactly do you want to know? Just so I know where to pinpoint this question. Sorry, I'm finishing up a message. All right, so okay, Sunkar, you'll be added. I just don't have time to add you right now, so I'll add you after Cece. I'll add you after Cece. All right, so let me see. I blocked him after talking to him, and then he texts me my address from a different number. What does he? He texts you your address. Did he have it? I'm so confused with this. I told him I wasn't interested hella times. All right, so what does he want with Cece? How does he have your address? Did he look it up? Not a tarot. What do you mean, Sun card? Ask a question, and I completely understand if you don't want to, or rather save a question like this. Okay, let me. What's the question? I'll see if I can answer it. Cause yeah, I'm kind of keeping the manifestation stuff to the memberships. I do have some videos coming out, so maybe they'll. I never gave him my address. What? Okay, so let's see. What does he want with Cece? The Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. You know what? This is coming off of ego. I'm gonna say that. I think because you have like, you're kind of like this in him. This feels like he's trying to conquer something. What was it that made you get out of? I feel like I just wanted to do better. I'm gonna be honest. For me, and it wasn't even like, so I could tell you where I pinpoint my situation was. I literally was like, I want more. I want to do better. Hi, Raj K. You did the same thing yesterday. You need to start reading. I'm trying not to be rude to y'all, but when y'all come in and do the same stuff every single day, I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying. Especially when you're bypassing the title, the description, and the pin message. And you're not even liking the stream. For me, yeah, it wasn't nothing magical. It's literally like, and I must tell you, it started off on my healing journey. Like, I had already known about manifestation, but when I went into like getting therapy, when I decided to get therapy, it was simple. I was just like, I no longer want to be a victim. I no longer want to be in victim mentality. I no longer want to like be experiencing dumb shit. It was that simple. It's literally like a decision that I made. Was nothing spiritual about it, nothing magic. It was just literally, I was like, I am no longer going to stay. And because there's a thing, when you know that you can create whatever you want, you just have to make that decision. And you have to decide that all day, every day. It's still like that for me now. Like, I could say, like, even yesterday, I had a moment where I felt like a little anxious. I don't even know why, but you know what I did? I pulled out my tools. Like, I have my custom meditations and my custom affirmation tapes, and I just like, I didn't affirm for anything. I just kind of stood in silence, and I just like did breath work, and I was just like, okay, I don't even know why I was feeling anxious, but I was just like, whatever. So for me, like, getting out of my way is simple. I no longer want to experience these things. I no longer want to like keep being a victim to circumstances that I control, because we control everything. So yeah, that was really it. It was just really like, I just no longer want to like experience this stuff. That's why even earlier this year, like, I remember I was diagnosed when I first, sorry Cece, I'll come back to you. I usually don't do this, so I usually wait until the person's turn, but I just wanted to get that out the way. I remember when I reached out to her, I like, for me, like, I was like, she this is why I love my therapist, because she didn't just sit there and listen. Like, she's very interactive, and we did a lot of tests, and I came out with anxious attachment. And for the longest time, I literally identified as that. I no longer identify as that. Like, even with anxiety, it wasn't a thing where I focus on, I'm no longer anxious, or like, I don't no, I just simply told myself I'm healthy. I'm not a victim to circumstances, and I just, that's it. Like, I stopped identifying with certain things. So it's really just like, you just have to decide, and it's really that simple. And I know it sounds For me, it probably is a little bit more simple because I've been on the journey for a while. But I remember getting therapy, and I didn't really start to implement things until a few months later. So I was literally doing therapy from April to June, where I was just going to the sessions. But it wasn't until like June where I was like, yo, I have to like, I'm paying for this service. I'm still experiencing the dumb shit. I'm still, talking to my ex. I gotta put the work into it myself. So it all comes down to discipline, consistency, and accountability with yourself. Because remember, we're not with people all the time. So actually, like, therapy helped me too when it came to my manifestation journey, because she told me, she said, we're meeting once a week. At the time, it was once a week. But what you do in between that time, that's on you. Like, she just told me straight up, like, in between that time, I'm giving you tools so that you have them, so in between that time you're not crashing. And I can tell you that once I really came into awareness of that, I stopped. Because at the end of the day, it's like working out, right? And I was saying this yesterday, when I get into working out, guys, please like the stream if you're coming in, because I know for a fact there's more than 4 people in here. When you're not gonna spend 2 3 4 hours in the gym busting your ass, right? Because I usually do 2 workouts a day, and then the rest of the day you just munching and doing all this, then what's the point? So that's how I look at manifestation too. Like, if I'm gonna affirm in the morning, and I'm gonna tell you something, some things are a little bit harder, because I could tell you that because I just started consciously manifesting something that brought up a little bit of anxiety. But again, that's why the tools are there. um that's why there's tools, like that's why there's affirmation tapes. I always say do your own, or get someone that can custom make your own. I don't That's one thing too about me, I don't play when it comes to investing in me. Even if somebody charged me 300 for a meditation, if I feel like I'm connected to that person, I'm gonna get it. So like yesterday, like I said, I had a moment of like a little bit of anxiety. I text my manifestation buddy, which is Just, and I was like, I'm feeling like this. And I text my best friend, and before, like, just breathe, like, whatever. Just, I think by the time Just talked to me, I had already like kind of like got out of it. And my best friend was like, nope, you're not. And I was actually live when that happened. She was like, well, you're probably live, maybe it's somebody else's anxiety. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And when I got off, I just did my meditation, and I felt 100%. And even like this morning, I went back to like an old story, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that. Like, nope. So it takes time to perfect that, and to be like, to check yourself, because remember, you're gonna have to check yourself. So that's what I would say. Like, that is like, it takes practice, but as long as you have the tools, like, I would just say, like, find out why you're feeling that way. Like, journal. There's a thing called fuck you letters where you just like spill out your your heart, and you just like get it all out, and then rip it up and keep it moving. Like, let's just say you're having, it's when it comes to a person, like, let's just say you're just like, yo, I reached out to this guy and he didn't fucking reach back out. I'm so pissed. Like, it's bothering you, and you cannot persist through that. Write a fuck you letter. Write a letter where you're just telling him exactly how you feel. You can curse him out. You can do whatever. Obviously, you're not going to send this to them. You rip it up and you keep it moving. A lot of times just writing, and I learned this in therapy 5 years ago during COVID, like, about writing my feelings down, not sending it, writing it down and getting rid of it. So I learned that through therapy, but they teach you that manifestation too. So you have to stop being logical. Manifestation is not logical. So that's one of the things, like, you have to get out of like the logic mind, because manifestation is not logical. That's why people will affirm that they're millionaires, and they'll get millions of dollars in their bank account sometimes the next day, because they're not thinking logically. But if you're gonna be back and forth with logical, because we have logical minds anyway, so all of us are logical. You just have to remember that manifestation is not logical, so nothing is bigger than you. Yeah, it takes practice. Like, you guys are still really new into this journey. So it takes practice. It takes, like, I hate to say it takes time, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like it's going to be a long journey. But the more you persist in the new story, the easier it gets. So you just have to remember, manifestation is not logical. And that's just that. Definitely discipline plays a big part. It's making a choice that's going to benefit you, overriding the temporary. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And nothing is going to always be perfect, because there's people who you don't have the, it's not about being perfect, because we're always going to have some negative thoughts, but you have to just make sure that your day is reflected around more positive thoughts than negative ones. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Oh, you're lying to yourself when you're making up stories about a guy being a fuckboy. He probably not even a fuckboy. He probably just don't really like you, but he probably a great man to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean, just because somebody, it didn't work out with you, it doesn't mean that they're a fuckboy. They're just probably like, you know, it just wasn't for you. And again, it all comes down to your perception on people. Because if you're always, let me tell you something. That's what I always tell people, and this goes into my SP course, but I'll share it just a little bit with y'all. You have to look back at your patterns, and that's where accountability comes in. Look at your patterns with the people that you're picking and the people that you have had relationships with. I guarantee you, they're all the same person in a different body. That's where your core beliefs are at. And I can guarantee you that most of the relationships fell apart for the same reason. So that's where your core beliefs are at. So yeah, it comes down to core beliefs, like working on that. So working on your self-concept. Are you chosen, or are you somebody that's a second choice? So self-concept is always to me, is the foundation. It is not your end-all be-all, but you need to work on self-concept. You cannot skip self-concept. And I think that's where, like, when I first went into the manifestation journey, you know, I was going through a breakup. So that's where I was trying to manifest back my connection. And I mean, did I get back my connection? Of course, but my awareness never left the fact that he ghosted me, or like, you know, I skipped, you know, self-concept, because I was like, I'm just trying to hurry up and get this desire, because I literally, that's another thing too, I did coach. Like, as soon as I got into the manifestation community, I coached right away. I was like, I'm a coach for her. Yeah, donations are still open. I coach with her. I don't play. Like I said, when it comes to investing in myself, I'm gonna invest, because the stuff that we share on videos, that's general. But when you sit down with someone and you really get down to your core, that's where things really come in hand. But so I coached with her right away, and she told me to work on power and self concept. I skipped that, and I was working on just my desire at the time, which was the connection, the relationship. And did I ever get stuff from him? Absolutely. I manifested so much shit with him. Like, it was crazy, like the shift that I had with him. But the thing is this, I never get down to the core stuff. So it was like up and down, until eventually I was just like, I don't even want that relationship. Like, once I started working on my self-concept and stuff, then I was like, I don't even want him. I can have whoever I want. So yeah, I will always say, work on your power and your self-concept. So yeah, Cece, with him, I feel like because you're leaving him out in the cold, it's kind of making him want to do more. Like, it's making him want to do more. Yeah, you have the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he wants anything. Like, I don't feel like this guy is serious, if I'm being honest. I'm getting a lot of ego energy from him. A lot of ego energy from this person. I'm getting a lot of like, I'm being left out in the cold, so I'm gonna try to do something, right? And I feel like he's definitely weighing his options when it comes to what to do next. He's planning. There's a lot of planning, but I just don't see. I'm not really getting anything from him. If I'm being honest, like, I'm not getting anything from this guy. Like, I'm not intuitively, it feels empty. Let me see. Like, there's emptiness here. Like, Spirit's not even really saying much about him, outside from like him being in his ego, just trying to like make something happen because nothing is happening. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Show me more. What's here? What's this? Yeah, this guy feels empty in the soul. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, this is like fun to him. Like, him doing this stuff is fun. Kind of like, yeah, like a lot of masculine energy around him. What is this? Is this guy gay? I need to know, because I don't know. I'm getting like very like, I'm gonna ask her, is he buying a Bentley? No one. Oh yeah, people like that. I don't even believe that. When people start bragging about that stuff, either you really just don't got it going on for yourself, or you lying. The Hangman, is he gay? I want to know, because I don't know why that's coming up. I feel like this guy is like bi. I feel like he's bi. Um, it's given very bisexual energy. And I don't know why that's coming up, because you didn't ask that, but I feel like Spirit wanted you to know that. Oh my God. I don't get stuff like this often. So I'm like, okay. Show me anything that Cece needs to know. Fatima, you have to send the difference, love. Just read the description. So make sure that you're sending the difference, because the way you sent it, it's not family and friends, so it deducted a fee. Yeah, look, you need to just leave it alone. He saw you fly. He cringed. He was very impressed the bro female. Yeah, he like some fourth string actor, so he probably do have some money. Yeah, he probably do, but Spirit saying to walk away. I don't like, there's so much masculine energy around him that is like, and I get like an empty soul. Yeah, like he's looking for fun. I feel like he's just having fun. It's like, I feel like the empty soul thing comes from like someone who's not fulfilled. So I want to clarify that. It's not an empty soul where it's like he's dangerous. I just think this is someone that's not fulfilled 100%. And so he's looking for ways to be fun. And I think that there is an attraction when it comes to you, because I have the Page of Cups. So I do, and the Ace of Wands and the Sun. So I do feel like there is an attraction when it comes to you. But I don't think this guy is like serious. Yeah, so you have to send the difference then. Yeah, like I don't think he's serious. I feel like he's just, yeah, like looking for fun, but there is attraction towards you. I think the whole bisexual thing just came up because something you needed to know. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from him. I do feel like he does have interest in you, so I want to say that, make that clear. And like I said, the dark soul thing, it wasn't the like, you know, like he's dangerous. It wasn't that that he's dangerous. So I'm gonna look him up, because why that name sounds familiar. I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna go. Listen, I have two girls that date NBA players. I will never tell them, like, I give them readings, and like popular NBA players. I don't know. He didn't come up. Oh, oh shit. Yeah, he did come up. Yo, he looked crazy. He looked crazy. Hi, Kelsey Wells. Can you please read the pin message, love? Yeah, he looked crazy. I'm sure I've watched him before, because he looks familiar. Yo, his pictures look scary. But you know, some people are not photogenic. We were just talking about that, me and my friends. Like, some people just don't, they don't take good pictures. And then you have people that do take good pictures, and then they see them and they be looking a mess. All right, so Cece, you have another, and everyone that donated, you get an extra yes or no. All right, yeah, I'll do a pendulum then for you. That's fine. I thought you wanted general. All right, so let's see for Cece. General reading for Cece. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, what's today, Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. The Two of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The High Priestess. And the Eight of Cups. So with the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting like still energy. Like planning, making decisions, right? To this could be like travel plans, but this feels like future planning, like planting your seeds and like kind of like focusing on some like long-term goals is what I'm getting. Long-term results. Things that are sustainable. So like investing into things that you know are gonna bring you some type of wish fulfillment. So I feel like this is a good time for you to like, you know, harvest season is in a few months. Like the months are flying by fast. So for me, when the Seven of Pentacles comes up and they're telling you to start planting your seeds now, it's just for like the future, right? So you know, when you plant a seed, you just gotta let it grow. And I feel like maybe taking your time, there's something that you need to slow down on. Whether it's like, because the High Priestess is like that energy of like being, keeping to yourself, like keeping to yourself, focusing on you, you know, like focusing on like your intuition, on your higher self. And the Nine of Cups too is about like, for me, is the card of being like grateful for what you already have while still working for more. So showing gratitude for what you do have, feeling content, right, with what you do have, but also just wanting more stability. So that's what that's giving me right now. You have the Eight of Cups. So again, this is a card of like walking away from disappointments, abandoning things that don't no longer serve you, leaving things behind that obviously don't serve you. Show me more. Show me more, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's going to be some changes happening for you coming up. Good changes. So with the, like, I feel like there is a need to close out some chapters, because for me, like the Eight of Cups is always like leaving that dark, like you're almost at the end of the tunnel. You just got to keep going. And for some reason they're showing like you'll get there, like you'll get close to the end and then you return right back. So just remembering that, like, you know, like sometimes old habits. Mariana Bangura. Um, you're welcome, but I don't know what I'm saying you're welcome to. I don't know what you're saying thank you to. Um, so yeah, like this is feel like it feels like you may be, just remember that everything is you. So if like you're returning to old habits, it's you. If you're returning to old things, it's you. If you're like entertaining old things, it's you. So you're the one that has to make a decision to keep moving forward, because you do have new beginnings and new things coming in. You have good luck on your side. um yeah, look, and I think it comes down to love. When it comes to love and partnerships, I feel like maybe like if you keep going like at this time, because I always say you can manifest whatever you want, but if you're going to continue to be like in the same old energy, because remember, you have to change too, right? You can't expect people to show up differently and you're still the same person. So if you're going to be in this energy of like, I want to return, I want this past connection to work out, then you have to make changes too. But if you're going back to like old habits because it's comforting, then you're just keeping yourself in a cycle where there's something new that's going to come in that's more healthy. Could be that person, could be someone else. Where it's like there's a deeper connection here. There's love, there's harmony, there's alignment. Show me more, Spirit. You have the Page of Wands. I feel like you're going to get a message from someone soon. Someone is coming in like they're taking some type of inspired action towards you with the Five of Wands. I mean, the Five of Swords. Who is this? Look, someone you ended things with is coming in. And I feel like I don't know if you ended things with them because they were with someone, because they're coming in and they're single. Yeah, there was like a tough ending here. Is this Aaron? Because I heard his name. Is this him? That's so many cards. Is this Aaron? Girl, it could be him. I'm getting a yes. Show me more. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna come in. Yeah, look, he's following his heart coming towards you. So, whew, I feel like you're gonna hear from him soon. I'm getting messages, and I'm getting like him following his heart. Like I feel like, show me the King of Pentacles. Yeah, like there's something positive coming in from him. Maybe it's an apology to be like, you know what, I kind of fucked up, my bad. But I have the Ace of Cups here. So I don't know. I'm getting like, I feel like he's going to come and try to offer you something new. Like wanting to start over. This could be, I want to say July. I just heard July. So like him coming in, like apologizing and wanting to start fresh. So that's what I have for you, Cece. If you have a yes or no, go ahead and post it. I feel like you're gonna hear from Aaron by July, because I feel like that's coming in really fast. That's coming in really, really fast, really soon. If you have a yes or no, post it, Cece. I'm gonna update the donation list. IJ, in the meantime, you can start posting. All right, will CC me It's fine. Tall Dominican man this weekend. Let's see. You can. I mean, I got a yes for you. So that's a yes for me. The Eight of Wands is a yes. All right. So, are you going to New York? Are you going to be like right around me? Not right around me, but you know what I mean. Up here. And that, so I had an interesting dream that featured her. And what I do remember is that she said she would tell me everything. What was that? Oh. Oh my God, IJ, didn't in one of your, I want to say channel readings, that just made me think of like where she said, I'm tying loose ends, and closing out chapters. So let's see. You're welcome, Cece. All right. What was that dream about, Spirit? What was the dream about? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I feel like this has to do with like her feelings for you. Yeah, like I have the nine of the Page of Pentacles. I just heard manifestations. So, because this is one of my manifestation cards. Um, the Seven of Pentacles with the, I was gonna say with the dream card. So, you know, the Ten of Cups is a dreams come true card. So I feel like this is her slowly opening up to you. Like it's like kind of like expect her to open up to you. Also, I know that you've been doing your saturation sessions, and like I'm so glad that you've been doing them, because I know a lot of people don't. They're more into like, hi Mariana, why are you still posting? I just want to know why you're posting. I don't mind it. I'm just like confused why you're like you're spamming. So can you talk to us? Can you talk to me? Let me know what's going on. Um um Wait, I want to see something. So, all right. What I'm getting is like, since you're saturating too, and this is why I'm going to bring that up, because, which I'm glad that you're doing, because a lot of people in the community just believe in like robotic affirming, but I feel like saturation sessions really like boost you up there, because you're kind of like focused on that. That's called focus affirming. You're just focused in that energy, right? And oh yeah, it's sun card. All right, cool. That's gonna be fun. So I feel like it's like because you're saturating, and I think that you're putting out a certain energy, you're kind of receiving it back. So it's almost like you're seeing what's coming next. Okay, like you're literally seeing what's coming next. So if you've been wanting her to open up more, didn't expect that, because that's what's happening. She's gonna start opening up more. I do feel like she's gonna start showing more investment in the connection. Like, so it's like you won't have to move a finger. I always say this: when you're manifesting someone, you don't have to move a finger. Now if you're still doing stuff like, you know, whatever, then do it, because I've done it, right? But you won't have to go out of your way to get to do stuff, because it's all gonna unfold around you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with that. Show me more, Spirit. Hi, Jess. Thank God you're here, Jess. I'm not gonna lie, when I do reading straight from YouTube, it's hard to I can't type, so I have to type on my iPad, and it's just a pain. Yeah, see, it's you. So the Emperor is here. So for me, like the Emperor showing up is like you're leading this connection. So by you doing what you're doing, you're kind of shifting the gear. Maybe you had it in a sense, or how you were doing things up until recently was like putting her above you, and that's normal. Like putting her above you, or putting like kind of just manifesting around her needs. But you don't have to do that, because you're going to manifest around your needs and your wants, because your person is going to reflect back to you who you are, right? And who you're saying that you are. And this is why I was saying, like, even with self-concept, right? Like you can have the best self-concept, but if you're not working on your connection, then good luck, because sometimes people don't get their connections, right? Some people do, some people don't. But that's why I say, like, it's good to have your self-concept up there, because when you focus on you, then everything has to really focus on you too, right? So because there's people with shitty self-concept with great in great relationships, but they probably focused on that relationship. So I feel like now the gear is shifting to be, there's a more focus around you rather than her, and that's what you want. um show me more, show me more about the dream, show me more about the dream. Yeah, look, it's about progress, IJ. I'm telling you, I feel like it's about completely her opening up. Yeah, feeling more confident. I think that Nat struggles with confidence, and you may not see that, but this is like internal, that she kind of struggles with confidence. Um, or like at least like opening up in a confident way because she doesn't want to be judged. So I'm seeing more movement. Like the dream is just kind of like showing you progress that's about to happen, showing you more action that she's gonna take. There's a certain direction where this is going. um and I'm not surprised, because when you're manifesting, you start to have, like, you'll get stuff like that. Like, you'll start dreaming with the person, you'll start to see like little things. Some people do get dream. I'm not really a person that gets a lot of dreams with the person. um like when I'm manifesting someone, I don't really get dreams with them. I'll just get like, I don't even know. I think I just started paying attention to signs this year. Because I feel like in the past, I never, like, shit would just happen. Yeah, I noticed. I'm going to tell you something. From watching the group, from being in the one group for so long, and then now I'm in a saturation group, I'm going to tell you something. One thing that I've noticed that is consistent, and this is why I say I don't think self-concept is your everything, but I do believe is the foundation, is because I've seen, and not only from the success stories, but just from the stuff that you see in the private groups, like when people focus on them more and they shift that gear, even if it's just a little bit, where their focus is more on them rather than their desires, things just flow in better. So, but I'm not really into like those coaches that be like, it's all your self concept. You don't need to work on, your other you don't need to work on desires, you just work on yourself. But I don't believe in that either. I believe in, they go hand in hand. But I've noticed when people focus on them and they're doing stuff that they love, and they're doing things that, make them happy, and like keeping, their day filled with things that are more about them, I do feel like I've seen a major shift. So when you starting to tap more into you, that person reflects back to you, because that person only, like I was saying earlier, they only exist because you exist. You make them exist. So that is going to always be my theory, just based on the stuff that I've seen. The Three of Swords. Show me more. Yeah, look, this is like transformation that's happening. So I feel like she's kind of letting go of like the dream is like about moving forward, right? And when you're moving forward, you have to leave certain things behind. So I feel like she's just leaving things behind. If you notice, like, look, the emperor's coming up right under the emperor. So like the growth, like whatever you're doing in your 3D world, um is reflecting into your subconscious. Our dreams are in our subconscious, right? So while you're evolving, so is she. So that's where I'm seeing. So it's like about staying consistent, because the Knight of Pentacles to me is like consistent work. Is about being productive. It's about having a routine. It's about just being efficient with what you're doing. So kind of persisting in what you're wanting. I'm seeing her evolve too. And I'm a believer of that too. Even before I learned about manifestation, when you evolve, your person has no choice but to follow. Which that all, again, goes hand in hand. Yeah, we got the Eight of Cups. I feel like you may also be letting go of some fears, IJ. Like fears are coming up. Not that fears are coming up, but fears are fading is what I'm getting. So maybe as, yeah, look. So whatever shifts you just made in, I'm saying the past 5 days, because it feels like really fast. Whatever shifts you made in the last like 5 days to a week, 5 to 8 days, um, you're like, it's kind of like, I feel like whatever you were doing, you were working harder and not smarter. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I'm trying to make this make sense of what Spirit is trying to say. Like, it feels like you were working harder and not smarter. So now you're kind of like entering a phase of more being more at ease in whatever you're doing. Yeah, so don't look at your past like, cuz we tend to do that. Like, we'll be like, damn, I was focused so much on this part like for so long. I could should have just, so if that comes up, just let it be. Like, it is what it is, because we're constantly shifting, right? So just let it be. It is, like I said, it is what it is. Don't think about the past too much. Kind of focus on the present moment, because that's what we need to focus on, is the present moment. The dream is kind of reflecting this stuff. You're clearing up a lot of like, when you're like, I'm getting like, all right, so when you're unpacking, so I don't know if anybody does this. I could give you an example. Like me, whenever I clean and I do my deep cleaning, I go from one corner to the next, right? Like, I'll start with this corner, I'll completely get that done, then I'll move to the next corner. I can't just like pull everything out from every corner, because it just causes chaos, right? So I feel like maybe like there was just too much going on, like either too much information or too much of not having something steady, right? Routines are not necessary. You don't need to have them. But when you already have like a work schedule, when you start adding this stuff in to have a little routine, it kind of makes, for me, I'm more of a routine person. You do that too, Jess? Yeah, because I can't, yo. If I start pulling everything out, all hell breaks loose. And then you feel like, I don't even want to do this. So I like to do corner by corner. Like, so I'm going to do that with my dressers later, right? Like, wiping them down, but I'll start with one, start in that corner, then I'll go to the next one. So that's how I can explain that to you, where it's like maybe there was just too much information. And now you're kind of like, okay, I can focus on this at this time. Let me go move to the next task. Let me go move to that. But you're still living your day-to-day life, right? And I'm saying this because a lot of people, when they first jump into this journey, and I know that I have, you are like all over, you're trying so many things at once. But the thing is this, repetition is what creates. So I think now you may have like a more steady flow, and that's what I feel like you are going to be going into. Like, now that you're going to be in a more steady flow, you start to feel more confident. Remember how I told y'all, start manifesting little shit. Like, somebody wearing a color of a shirt. Like, for you, Sunkar, I could give you something like somebody coming in to ask for, I don't know, like a certain design on a nail. Like, even if it's like a charm, like when you start to manifest like little shit like that, and you see it coming into your 3D, you start to build that confidence, right? So because we have our big desires, I feel like big desires for people are people, money, and like, like houses, cars, like big things, right? But when you start to like really like manifest like little shit, you see how fast things just happen. I manifested my best friend finding her stolen car, like, but I had no resistance to it. And I literally, that same day after I affirmed, I said it 3 times, she's finding her car today. Like, she's finding her car today. She found her car today, and I was there. Her car is gonna be perfectly fine. I mean, it had like one, because they fucked up the key part where you open the car, but that was it. Like, her car was perfectly fine, and they found it 2 blocks away from her house in Philly. That doesn't happen. So yeah, like stuff like that, like stuff that can possibly happen, but that it could possibly be rare. Like, I know like a lot of people don't do red in the summer. At least, like, that's what I know. I like to do red at any given time. I got that from my sister because it's sexy. But so like a color like that, like, or like, something that may not really happen during the summer, like do stuff like that, like manifest someone buying you stuff. Like, my clients always buy me stuff. And, like, I don't manifest that. I just always say, like, I always get free shit. So, you wearing red right now? That's funny that I said that. So, like, little stuff like that, like, that's how you build your confidence. So, IJ, I wanted to go back to you. My bad. You're building confidence in yourself, in your manifestation power. And you're going to see that everything is awareness, because for all you know, like, you know how you saw the red cardinals, you said that you wanted to see, like, you were manifesting that and you saw them. For all you know, they probably flew by you millions of times, but now because your awareness was on it, that's why I say awareness is everything. So keep building your confidence. I feel like you are, now that you're understanding more. And look, you got good luck on your side. Things just changing. So a lot of this is like about you. Yeah, look, victory here. A lot of it is about you. I see public recognition too. I'm getting self-confidence again, very loudly. Victory, progress. You got a lot of progress here. So I feel like this is just kind of like what we would call a BBL, birds before landing. Like, you're seeing things happen before they happen. And that's the phase that you're going through. So the dream itself, I do feel like she's going to start opening up more. We did get that in the channeled reading. And I feel like you're going to start to see a lot more change, a lot of faster changes, right? Especially because IJ, you're logical too, but that logic you used this morning, I was like, hell yeah, like, that's a good way to look at it. So I feel like you already have, like I said, we all have these things that we've learned that you can use to your benefit. So that's what I have for you, IJ. If you have a yes or no, I feel like, yeah, like, your confidence is about to be like, keep manifesting little things. Make a list. There's a list method. I'll make a video of that later, where you just write a list of like little shit that you want to manifest. Like, it could be like something like that, like a bird, or, you know, somebody wearing a certain color shirt, or seeing a certain color car. Like, for me, because I'm in Philly, so I'm not gonna see a lime green car. Like, for me to see a lime green car is rare. So I will manifest shit like that, like things that are rare. And I remember one time, so my ex used to like this specific color blue, like, not navy blue, not royal blue. It's like a specific blue, right? And I literally started manifesting cars that color. I used to see them all the time. When I say I did that one day going to the shore, and me and my friend, we could not stop laughing. When I say I saw Hummers, I saw big cars, little cars. Like, when I tell you we were surrounded by them, we couldn't stop laughing because we were like, what the fuck? But I had my friend in awareness because I told her what I was manifesting. I mean, not her, him. So that's what I have for you, IJ. All right, so next I have Sun card. So Sun card, do you mind if I do Fatima's yes or no? She has a simple yes or no. And Fatima, I'm going to do tarot because I cannot tell you where I have my pendulum right now. So I'll just do a tarot. And you get 2 yes or no's, Fatima. So, because your questions are going to be longer, Sun card, especially the channel reading. Yeah, trust me, it's Jess could tell you. Jess has probably been on the manifestation journey just about as long as I have. And listen, you gotta fight out them trenches, girl. you gotta fight out the mother effing trenches. That's why I say find people that are like minded, a community that's gonna be like minded. Because even yesterday, my best friend was like, maybe you should just let that go. And then later on, she was like, you know what? I shouldn't be saying that to you because we know we can have whatever we want. Yeah, I've been talking my ass off. It's the hour. We only got 2 readings done. Well, no, because Cece had 2 and done. Look, I've been having pain in my hand, and it's going up to my shoulder. And today I was like, no, I do not fucking feel pain. And guess what? I do not fucking feel pain. Fatima, are you here? Fatima might have left. All right, well, Sunkar, go ahead and post. I know you want a channel reading from channel message, and all right, what the spirit wants you to know at this time. Let's This deck is doing good today. So I usually change them when I start to feel like but it's going good. So let's shuffle. Spirit, what do you want Sun card to know at this time? Yeah, Jess loves this. Yo, the channel readings. Oh my god, have you been? Yo, you know what? Because IJ and Jess usually do them at night. See, that's in my awareness now. That they usually if they get them, they get them at night. Yo, they be wildin'. We're gonna see what M has to say. I'm interested in knowing. All right, Fatima, go ahead and post your question because I'm gonna be a while with Sun card. They make you sleep better, Jess? Yo, Jess is her man be wildin'. Like I be like, oh my god. And he be cursing, and I'm like, I asked Jess once, I'm like, do we be cursing? Am I like getting this right? Remember, Jess, I was like, does he curse? Because I know I be cursing. I be like, oh my god, when I be creating, I have so many videos that I have to like go through them because I'm like, I'm probably cursing in them. I don't want to get banned. And Fatima, you get 2 yes or no's. And I'm doing tarot because I don't know where my I know where my pendulum is at. I just don't feel like getting up to grab it. So let's see. For Fatima, will Hussam reach out to her this month? All right, that's too many cards. Yeah, and you know what? He uses the word shit a lot because I noticed that in the channeled messages. Like, he uses shit a lot. He'd be like, well, shit, you know? He be answering his own questions. You got a yes. That is a yes, and that's a fast yes for me. Like, it's gonna... This is a card of, like, coming out of nowhere. So, like, you could be sitting down just, like, watching TV or something, not even thinking about him, and there you go. You get a message from him or something, or call. So I'm definitely getting a yes for you. And you have a second question. Yeah. Yeah, then I feel like Nat is more of a chill. She's like, sometimes I feel like, girl, talk. But I feel like she's a person of more action than words too sometimes. Not that Jay isn't, because I think Jay is there too. But I think that she's like, I don't know, she kind of reminds me of me. Sometimes I don't have a lot to say. And sometimes I have a whole lot to say. Yeah, I am going to come back on tonight. Let's see. Is Hussam dating someone else? Is he dating someone else, Spirit? Is Hussam dating someone else? The 7 of Cups to me is a maybe. So I don't feel like he is. No, I'm gonna say no. With the 9 of Wands, even if he like talks to people, I don't really feel like he's entertaining anyone romantically. To me, this feels like someone who has their guard up when it comes to love. So yeah, that's what I have for you, my love. I don't think he is. I feel like if he does, yeah, no, he's like in his head about something. So I'm gonna say no to that. I don't feel like he is. And thank you for being here, Fatima. Yo, that's funny. Before T-Boy. Alright, let's shuffle for Sun card. Spirit, what does Sun card need to know? And Sun card, you could get 2 free yes or no's. Because you don't need it for 2 readings. What does Sun card need to know? What does Sun card need to know? You're in your cloud bed. I know that's right. You know what? Look, Sakar, yesterday I could tell you, going back to your question earlier. Yesterday at one point, you know what? Yesterday I woke up feeling a little like down, right? We're humans, so we're gonna have those experiences. I woke up feeling like a little, I wasn't sad. I was just, I don't know what was wrong, but I literally was like, all right, I literally told myself, all right, E, you could sit here and you could lay down. You could, you know, when you have a bunch of shit to do, because I had a bunch of stuff to do yesterday. You could sit here and you could like dwell on nothing because you're about to sit here and create stories that don't benefit you. Or you could get up and start getting stuff done. And that's exactly what I was like, let me get up. So it's like, you just have to like, even with my best friend, like I've been like forcing her to do shit. I'm like, no, you're not gonna do that. We're not gonna talk about negative shit. And sometimes we're, like I said, we're just humans. Now if your body is literally like, you gotta chill and like lay down, then you just gotta chill, like you gotta, like, you know, because you're burnt out. But when you're just like, you really don't know what's wrong and you start to create story, get up. Just get up. That be happening to me sometimes too. It typically passes though. So yeah, and that's exactly what happens. And then I was live. I started to feel anxious. I told him how I text you. I text my best friend, and I was like, you know what? No, I went and grabbed my tools. I went and grabbed my tools. So let's see. What does Sun card need to know? What does Sun card need to know at this time, Spirit? What do you want her to know? The Six of Cups is here. Okay, show me more. All right, I'm getting happy memories. Like this, the Six of Cups sometimes talks about like past memories, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting like you are about to start creating some really good memories. Yeah, this could talk about reminiscing on your childhood. So there could be a point of you reminiscing on your childhood, feeling nostalgic, feeling joyful, but I'm getting more so like making new memories. With the Nine of Cups, I do feel like this is a card of contentment. I always say this. It's like, okay, I want the Ten of Cups, but I am still happy and grateful for this Nine of Cups. So remembering to like be grateful for what you do have, you know, celebrate your small wins. Celebrate like I said, like the stuff that you do have, the stability that you have, even if it's just that, like even if it's just like waking up this morning, be grateful, right? That's something that I tend to like always be like, I always say this, and I know people probably be like, what? Like, I'm always in communication with God, because I'm always like, thank you so much. Like, even when I get a new client, I'm like, thank you, God. Like, you know, because it's in this economy, for us to still, especially in the fields that we're in, Sun card is like, to still have clientele and still be getting new clientele, because, you know, now people want to learn how to do their own stuff. It's a blessing. So just being like grateful for those little things, like just like, you know, eating a good healthy meal, being grateful for that stuff. Finding gratitude in your day-to-day, because that's something that also helped me, because I think that we focus so much on big things that we don't realize, like just even having a meal with your friend is a blessing. The Page of Wands is here, so I'm seeing you feeling more inspired with new ideas. I feel like this is bringing you a lot of abundance. You're gonna be inspired to like take things to the next level when it comes to like your business. You're discovering certain things. I don't know why I'm getting your trip. I don't know how long you're gonna be there, but if you do have a chance to like even just visit like maybe a nail salon out there, I don't know why I'm getting that right now. Like maybe visiting a nail salon out there, they could be doing something like that we don't even know about here, that you could possibly bring that idea. Does that make sense? It's so rough right now. Yeah, it's like it's rough for everyone. So I just say like, also being mindful of the people that you're around, because a lot of times you'd be surprised. I told one of my friends this had to be like a month ago. I'm like, I feel like everybody's just going through shit, and like, you know, life is like seems so hard right now. And then she was like, she's like, just be mindful of the people that you're around. And I swear, as soon as I started cutting people off, I started to see things from a different light. So I don't know, something about visiting like that, like the nail salons, like a nail salon or something, just like, you know, I feel like they'll be welcoming, because I feel like there's gonna be like a new idea that you have, that's gonna bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of new opportunities. The Ace of Pentacles is also one of my manifestation cards, and I feel like maybe something you have manifested or tried to manifest when it came to your all right, Jess, to your business is gonna start showing up for you. You'll be surprised at like the stuff that happens. There's gonna be like a new venture that brings you prosperity. You have the Four of Wands here, and I feel like this is like, I want to say this has to do with your trip again. Maybe this is like heavy on your awareness, because I'm seeing celebration, joy, happiness. There's marriage here, a community. So I feel like you're gonna have a really, really good time at this wedding. But see, I'm getting opportunity to network. Do you have business cards? I know we don't do, I know I don't have business cards right now, and I need to get some. But if you have business cards, take them with you. Take them with you. Share your Instagram. Like, yeah, like there's gonna be opportunity for you here at this place, even if it's just like random people, like just them, even you getting that following, and you know, you just never know how things are gonna grow for you. Yeah, try to. I feel like you're gonna there's something with the business and you being on this trip. So I mean, you could always share your Instagram, but I feel like, yeah, like growing your network. Show me more, Spirit. Are you worried about the trip? Is that what I'm getting? Like, are you worried about the trip? Yeah, there's something with your travel. I don't, if you are worried about the trip, I just want to say there's no need to worry. There's no need to worry. You have, yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like, again, you're going to be around a bunch of different people that maybe you've never interacted with, and I feel like you're going to be able to network. You're going to find people that are like very much in alignment with you. It's going to be a very harmonious, I always fuck up that word, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of harmony in this trip. I'm getting like even possible like future like collaborations, partnerships. But I'm also getting the vibe of deep love. I'm getting the vibe of deep love. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, like you are gonna have like a lot of like that passionate energy. So this may make you like actually take action towards this guy, but I want to say when you're manifesting, you don't have to. I feel like you're gonna be feeling a lot fearless. So the fears that you're having now, I feel like once you're on this plane, you're gonna feel okay. Is Spain like all inclusive? I'm just curious to know. I don't think they are, but I just want to know. Just want to make sure I'm good financially out there, and that I have a good time. Plus the stuff with, yeah, I feel like everything is gonna be fine. Hi, Black Widow. I'll add you soon, my love. And you get a free yes or no, Black Widow, with your donation. I feel like you're definitely gonna have a good time. I want to see what I want to touch on that just because I know. Yeah, I'm getting it's not right. Yo, that's the worst. I remember when I was going to Jamaica, I was going through like a financial like hard time because I was like helping my ex a lot at the time. Like, you know, we were together and he was like, I was helping him out more than I was helping myself out, y'all. And that was just not a good idea. I mean, because I was talking about him, I'm not going to take that card. And when I went to Jamaica, I literally had I want to say like 150 on me, and I made him send me 100, like to start paying me back. I told him to send me 200. He only sent me 100. Mind you, he had just got paid that day. That was his first time getting paid in weeks. So his check was at least like 2,000. This motherfucker sent me $100. And let me tell y'all something. That's how I went to Jamaica, and thank God that it was all inclusive. Like we already had paid for everything, like our excursions, you know, whatever. And mind you, at the time I didn't even have my channel, so I'm not making money. At the time, I was not working because was like, oh, so I wasn't even collecting unemployment because they denied me. So it was like it was in I had filed the oh my god, what is that called? I can't even remember what it's called. Oh my god. But anyways, so I wasn't really making money, and then while I was out there, because he got mad at me for asking for my money. Mind you, he owed me a few thousand. He still does. But anyways, short story, long story short, I went out there with just that amount of money, and I was so scared. I was like a little worried. And let me tell y'all something. It just worked out for me because everything was all inclusive, and even when we went to buy stuff, it was so cheap. Like when I bought, like, like the gifts to come back, and then if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that weekend he sent me money, and then I had a bunch of clients book, like they were sending me deposits for booking. So by the time, like, I came back home with like $500 because I was getting all these bookings while I was out there. Oh, plus I did the hair and makeup over there, and I ended up doing a few other people that were not added on, but they ended up paying me extra to do their stuff. So yeah, it was like, so yeah, when, and then that, for it not to be all, I can't imagine if it wouldn't have been all inclusive. But I was so nervous, and back to where I was going with this. See, I get distracted. Once you get on that plane, sun card, you're gonna be fine. Because once I was there, once I was at the place, I think once I was at the place and I kind of was like, okay, like, I have this amount, I know how to like play around with it, I was fine. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like once you get there, I think that's gonna go away. So like right now, you're probably just feeling anxious because obviously money, you're gonna be in a different country. It's not like you could just drive back home. But I was saying that to say you're going to definitely feel a lot better once you're there. um but I do know food and drinks and stuff aren't that expensive. Yeah, okay. I lived in Barcelona for a little bit and it wasn't bad. Mind you, I feel like I'd be fine financially out there, but I'm the type of person where until it's all in my hand, I'm gonna try. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I'm the same exact way. That's what I always say. I'm like, damn, we be going through the same thing sometimes. I always say that I feel like me and you are really like connected in that way because I swear sometimes you be having dreams. And I'm like, I just have one like that. Yeah, whatever you want to do. You want to do the yes or no's first or whatever. So I feel like once you're there, you are going to feel more outgoing. You're going to feel more like, hi, Clarissa. You're going to feel more at ease. So yeah, like this worry is going to go away. It's just because you're here and you're overthinking. Show me more. Like the strength card is here. This deck been so good today. Not that it's bad any other day, but I just feel like, you know, when you're just connected, I guess as a reader, when you connect to a deck, you just be feeling so good. All right, so this feels to me more like you, this is like more about your personal, like your mental. Show me this Five of Wands. Let go of whatever fears you have from your past. Like, I would say, because I know you're getting into the conscious manifesting. So I'm going to give you, the Hierophant is here. Yeah. So this has to do with your past, because this is like your wisdom, your knowing, like the stuff that you know. Remember how I said, like, go back to your patterns in relationships? Like, have you been ghosted? If you, there's certain core beliefs that you guys have that are reflected now, and they're only going to reflect when you're in a relationship, right? So I feel like you have to work on your inner confidence right now. Subtly things are going to unfold, and I want you to know that, because I think that a lot of times, like when people start consciously manifesting, like I said, was saying earlier, we go into like that big desire, but I feel like sometimes, oh yeah, wounds to wisdom is before Black Widow, my bad. Yeah, she has that earlier. You know what, I have forgot to update the list and tell Jess, so my bad, that was my bad. We go for our desires, right? But we also, like I was saying earlier, when I was when I went through the coaching right away, she literally told me work on your power and your self-concept. I never did. So your self-concept is everything, right? That has to do with even your past relationships. So like, let's just say you were always second choice. So you want to make sure that you can affirm something like, I've always been chosen, like I've always been the only choice, or like I've always been um oh my god, what's another one that I can think of? I've always been a priority. I've always been the only priority. Like, people have always worshipped the ground that I walk on. Like, having those conversations with yourself, because I don't feel like everything you have to like hyper focus on it. But when those insecurities come up, just tell yourself the opposite. How you will know, right? This is a good way to know in too, for everyone that's here. How you will know certain things, because when certain thoughts come up, and like how you can start shifting that, because we think thousands of thoughts a day. Like, if you start showing up and you be like, you know what, like people always treat me like shit, like people always be acting funny, then right then and there, this is your affirmation is the total opposite of that. So like, people are always prioritizing me, people worship the ground that I walk on, or like, I'm always a priority. Like, people always show up in their best version of themselves. Like, that's how I learned to make my affirmations. Write out a list of like all your shit that you have, like your doubts, your negative beliefs, and write the total opposite is that's your affirmation. um it's There's no magic affirmations out here. It literally isn't. But we all have to tackle different things. That's why we say like getting custom tapes, or like you creating your own, is better because you're tackling specific things. So the Five of Cups is here, and why I was saying like this is more you, like your past, like your thoughts. A lot of past stuff is gonna start coming up for you. I did it for my relations in general, that I've always been. Yeah, exactly. Like, one of my affirmations, I'm always chosen, worthy, loved, and prioritized. um at random times I'll be like, I'm way too fucking important to lose, like shit like that. So that's stuff that you say that you don't have to always hyper focus on, but as they come up, you just switch it around. That's another thing that that was never, no one ever taught me that. I learned that on my own, and Jess probably learned that on her own too, because we've been on the manifesting journey for a little while. I already affirmed that with them, I'm just waiting on things to unfold. Yeah, and that's the thing. Don't wait on things to unfold, because that's why. There you go. That's where you're going wrong, because you're waiting for things to unfold. But so you can't affirm that something is happening right now, and you're still waiting for it to unfold. Even if there is, let's be real, there is gonna be a, an unfolding that happens. But when you're consciously telling yourself, like, I'm letting this, like, I'm waiting for this to happen, you're kind of affirming that you don't have it. That makes sense? See how easy that is? That's why I said, like, a lot of times, like, it be little shit that is just holding us back. It's just the littlest, the slightest thing that you can't even. We know that there's going to be an unfolding, but we don't have to acknowledge it. Like, we also know that maybe the 3D is going to look like shit for a little bit, but just don't acknowledge it. So I feel like, so going back, this for me feels like your mind, right? The Queen of Swords, she's very disciplined. She's very much in control. She's very she's all about logic and clarity, right? You're showing up as somebody that's logical. Like I said, manifestation is not logical. So something simple too that I can tell you. People say money doesn't grow on a tree, but paper does. And what is money? So technically money does grow on a tree. So I always say money grows on a tree. It just does. Um so like that, like I feel like mentally you're gonna be going back, and this is just a warning for you, because I feel like now that you're gonna be consciously manifesting, we've always been manifesting, but now you're consciously manifesting. So just watching your thoughts is maybe gonna drive you a little crazy, because you're gonna maybe see some little shit that's like, what the fuck, that you're gonna feel like, I want to give up, like that's it. Jessica tell you, I've told her like, I'm giving up on this, and then I'll be like, no, never mind. So then I have to tell myself like, do you want this or you don't? So having those conversations with yourself too. So it's all about your mental, right? Not your mental as like in you're crazy, but the conversations that you have in your head, right? Just try to keep them clean, and use like your past things that you have learned past things that you have learned. Because this is the thing, when you're feeding your subconscious certain things, your ego body is going to be like, that's not fucking true. And I'm going to show you why that's not true. And you just got to tell your ego, like, no, shut the fuck up. Mind your business. Thank you, but no thanks. And this is what it is. Because our minds are stupid. Our minds don't really know facts from fiction. So you just got to fight through it. Like I said, me and Jess been fighting. We fight through the trenches, and I'm gonna keep it real as a person that's teaching this, because a lot of people will shy away from telling you this stuff. So another thing is, like, we've always heard for years, when you work on yourself, everything just flows better. Like, everything just follows you. Yeah, that's what self-concept is. So, like, just remind yourself too in those moments, like, maybe take the power away from your manifest, like, your desire, and bring it back to you. Like, who am I identifying as at this moment? So that's a big thing too, identity, that people don't really teach a lot. They don't want people. I think that a lot of people just don't know. And then there's people that are awakened to a certain extent, that they just start to realize, like, it's all you. I've been seeing for my trip and seeing, yeah, so you're gonna see, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, because there's a lot of coaches that will be like, that's the like, what they call that, purging, right? So y'all, the purging is real. I'm gonna tell y'all that because both times that I consciously started affirming to be a full-time entrepreneur, I got fired. Mind you, I was the best in my team. Like, I got paid higher than everyone because I used to get my shit done just like quick. I got let go. The first job, I did argue with someone. The second job, no one ever fucking told me, right? Like, there was no warning. Like, I went into a meeting, and the partner, he was just like, you know what, I was gonna it was the way they told me the meeting was for like a promotion. And then when I went into, he was like, I had another plan, but he was like, I'm just gonna end our relationship. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know, like, no warning, no nothing, right? So the purging, just don't acknowledge it. You just be like, all right, cool, that's what's happening, let me keep affirming. You just got to persist through it, because I'm telling you that they will say there's no such thing as it, but I've experienced it. And I'm going to say, I've experienced it, but I wish someone would have told me, just don't fucking pay attention to it, because I stood too much in the purging of it. And it was like, what the fuck? Because your ego is going to be like, oh, okay, you telling me this lie, I'm going to show you why this is a lie. But you just got to be like, no, this is the new truth now. So you got to fight through it. I said I was going to leave the salon I'm currently working in July, but I would feel bad leaving my coworkers. Why is the salon closed down on my last day? They're closing and moving. Oh my God. Yeah, so you're going to see like little shit unfolding that you're like, you're going to quit, but that's when you got to persist the most. You just got to keep going. And like I said, if you have, and this is like stuff that I'm teaching too, because I feel like a lot of people, like I remember when something unfolded in a bad way for me. I'm sorry guys, I know I'm taking long today, but y'all know I'm a teacher. So in general, my original coach said, you just got to keep affirming. You're not affirming enough. And let me tell y'all something. I spent 2-3 months where I barely wanted to do anything, because I was like, she told me I wasn't affirming enough, I have to affirm all day. And let me tell y'all something, I fucking was burnt out. I was counting affirmations. I was like going crazy, because she's like, and when I finally, like, one day I was like, I'm done. I don't want to consciously affirm anymore. I'm so sick of it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel like I was literally burnt out, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And I literally just sat there. Mind you, I'm watching all this content. So that's another thing. Watching too much content will, because it'll be like, you have to do this. No, you have to do that. But when I sat down and I was like, when I was manifesting in the last 2 fucking years, what was I doing? And when I went back to like realizing it's all awareness and it's you and it's not really nothing outside of you, that it's just really how you handle things in the moment, how you can just acknowledge, okay, this is happening, this is my old story. Let me get back to this new story that I'm telling. So I feel like when I started to go back into meditating, because I've always meditated, but I feel like I went back into meditating, doing like my breath work, like those things that I enjoy when I'm not feeling like good. Because even when I have stuff coming in, I have stuff that I manifest all the time, and just could tell y'all, like it be little shit, like big shit, whatever. I still will meditate. So when I started to bring back that power to me, like lately, like things have just been flowing so good. So I'm saying this to say because I was told you're not affirming enough, but I did over like, I'm not lying to y'all. I would do like 7, 8,000 affirmations a day, and I was seeing just, it was worse because my awareness was in the need. So when you start to see things, like things are gonna unfold and you're gonna see little shit, because our ego, again, we're spiritual beings having an ego, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Our human is our ego. It's gonna try to show you shit that don't, the total opposite shit, the total opposite shit of what you just gotta fight through it. Yeah, I'm going on a spiritual retreat for 10 days. Ooh, I love that. You know what's crazy? I was telling my best friend I've always wanted to go on a retreat. What, not necessarily spiritual, but like whether it's spiritual or whatever, I just want to go on a woman's retreat where we could just unpack. Let me see, anything else. So I'm saying that, like, I guess that was needed for you to address like the mental part of it. Just keep fighting through it. Like I said, the Queen of Swords, she's very disciplined. Like, you know how you said earlier, you asked like about persisting, right? How to stay in there. You just got to remind yourself, like, it's either you want it or you don't. And persist through it, because you may see some shit that is just not, it's your old thoughts just like spilling out. It's your old beliefs that are spilling out. So when you're trying to create new beliefs, like, yeah, you're gonna see certain shit. You may see shit on you pop up on your timeline. That's why I don't really be on social media, because then I'll start to see shit and I'm like, you know what, you're right. And then I'm like, no, wait, no, I stopped following. Like years when I first started the manifestation, like conscious manifestation journey, I unfollowed a bunch of relationship experts. I unfollowed a bunch of stuff. Like, I just, that's why I'm very mindful of it. Like, even Ratchet TV. I stopped watching Ratchet TV. And that used to be my, like, guilty pleasure. Because you hear stuff that makes you question, and you don't want that. All right, anything else? Yeah, look, you're going to get clarity. Look, so I feel like this is your logical mind here, right? This is our logical queen who, you know, she kind of looks for answers, looks for clarity. You don't need to know the how, the when. And I think I just posted, I posted it on Instagram. I got to send out that page. You don't need to worry about the how and when. And I think that's something too that we get stuck on. Even me, like sometimes I'll get like stuck on like the how and when is this gonna happen, but you don't have to focus on that. So I feel like you're gonna get mental clarity. Like, you're gonna be more clear-minded. Use some of your old beliefs, like things that are beneficial, right? Like, I'm trying to think of something that, you know what, something my sister was saying. I used to tell her, stop saying that. I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to believe that. When shit starts falling apart, it's because something major is gonna happen, something big, something wonderful, right? And again, we're gonna go back, because I was like, oh my god, that's the purging of shit, right? So, but I just stopped acknowledging the purge. Okay, so like, just even stuff like that, like you could, let's just say, like, you know, you've been seeing stuff, right, happening that you're like, what the fuck is this? Just remind yourself, okay, this just has to happen. It's already passed, or it's already passed, because something, you know, I'm gonna get my shit. Like, regardless of what happens, because regardless of what happens, you're always gonna get your manifestation. What causes delays is the resistance that we have. So this is you in the logical mind, but you're gonna get clear-minded. Use, like I said, old beliefs, and you can always just send me a message. Like, y'all know I don't mind helping y'all. So another thing to keep in mind, if you're feeling like crying, just cry. I will say, like, I've seen people say I affirm through crying. So if you're crying, like if you're feeling emotional about something, I could give you an example. Like this was like a few, like maybe like a month and a half ago. I was feeling so emotional. I was like upset about a certain situation, but instead of like acknowledging the situation in my mind, I was like, oh my god, this movie I just watched was so sad. I was not watching no fucking movie. I was not watching a movie, okay? I was literally chilling. So, but just remember, like, the stuff that you tell your mind, emotions don't manifest. The only time emotions manifest if you identify those emotions with something negative. So, like I said, I was like sitting there and I was like, oh my god, this movie was so sad. Like, that part was so sad. I was just like, I cried it out. And then I was like, all right, I kept it moving. But I feel like you're emotionally, you're gonna start to feel better. Just remember to like nurture yourself, because the Queen of Cups is like very nurturing. She's very healing. She's very emotionally stable. She's very caring. But I feel like right now is the time to like care for you. And I'm good. I'm seeing mental clarity, like breakthroughs happening for you. So, um, the meaning you assign to the feelings. Yeah, and remember I was saying, like, I don't know if y'all heard me. I know Jess knows because Jess saw this too, where the girl was saying an emotion only lasts 90 seconds. It's the meaning that we assign to it that keeps going for years, sometimes weeks, months, hours, and you start to hold grudges and you hurt. So an emotion only lasts 90 seconds. We just, is the meaning we assign to it. So just remember that. Like I said, if you're feeling emotional, just don't be like, I'm so upset because he hasn't called me, or like whatever, like, or because like the money. No, the money is gonna come regardless. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna say with that. That you need it. I feel like there's gonna be things that unfold for you. Take advantage of the good things, because again, when we focus on, yeah, seeing like the Five of Swords is here for me. This is like mental conflict. So I want to say, because I'm very transparent, you're going to have a little back and forth with your mental, but the more you persist on the story that you want to tell, the more you will see it unfold. So that is for your first question. You said, I feel bad bothering you. Girl, I don't be bad. I love talking about this stuff. So my bad, y'all. We taking longer today, but y'all getting some free game. The first one. Okay, go ahead. And then I have a channeled reading for Sun card. So she has 2 for yes or no's. And then I have a channel reading. Wounds to Wisdom. Don't forget you get a free yes or no. Black Widow, same. And Jess, I know you never take them. So you decide if you want a second mini reading. Because I haven't done one for you in a while. Like a free one. Is there a weird tension between Tara and I? Let me change. She is my friend who's getting married's best friend. I feel like there's a weird energy. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let's see. For Sun card, is there a weird tension between Tara and Sun card? Remember, everything is perspective and your awareness. But let's see. Is there a weird tension here, Spirit? Oh, I got a yes. What the... hold on. Let me just read this card. Because... see, I have 2 yeses here. But then these are about emotional stability. I think emotions are getting the best of people at this time. I feel like emotions are getting the best of people, and you may be like a standout. When I say a standout, I mean like where people naturally can sometimes be a little like jealous of you. So like if you've experienced that before, then I think that like, yeah, it's kind of like going into this connection too. Because I'm getting a yes on that, and it's like emotions are getting the best of people right now. I call Tara saying slick remarks, but I want to make sure I'm not reading into it. I feel like she's possessed. Oh, that's what I'm getting. Like she could be feeling like Yeah, like she just, you know, some people are like that. I used to have a friend. That's why I was saying, like, if you're used to like, oh, give me a second, guys. Oh my God, that's my friend. Yeah, so friends that could be, and I was saying that, my bad, guys. Um, because I used to have a friend that was like that. She would be like, and you know what? Most of my friends are still like that. I literally was just telling my sister this today, how my birthday gets spread out into January because my best friends get possessive over me. So they be trying to like celebrate different things. Like if one of them comes up with the idea, the other one's like, well, I have a different idea for her. So like I literally just split my birthdays because there was the one year where we try to do something. Well, they try to do something together, and surprises was done because these two was beefing with that one because that one was like trying to change the day after they paid. Girl, it was a mess that now I just celebrate separately with all of them. Because they do get possessive over me, and I had to tell them, like, y'all are all my best friends, so y'all gonna have to get along. So you're good, right? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, my best friends can get like that too. For the most part, they're chill, but yeah. Will I be good financially out in Mallorca? Let's see. The Chariot is a yes for me, and that's a travel card, so that's a yes. All right, let's get down to your channel reading. So guys, I'm gonna do a channel message, so I'll be quiet for, I mean, I'm gonna be here, but it's gonna be a little while. Where's my other pen? I bought all these expensive pens and they literally ran out quickly. All right. For your sanity, yeah, I get you. Trust me, you're gonna be fine. Yo, I don't know what's up with the guys, but they be saying some funny shit. Oh my god. What in the world? Okay, you got some really good cards out. Nah, nothing bad. Okay, let's get started. Give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. My nephew was being bad. I had to go check him. No, don't be nervous. This is good stuff. He's got a lot to say. Just posted the list, Black Widow. Okay. Hey, this guy has a lot to say. Shit. Huh? 1 second, y'all. Yeah, this guy has a lot to say, so. He just stopped. I thought he had more. He just stopped. Okay. So, and you get messages with this too, Sun card. So, all right, let's start. So, you are very beautiful and delightful. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, that's such a random thing to like throw out there. But anyways, I can stare at you all day, and sometimes I do. So, I feel like he may have like, no, this is for a Sun card. Yeah, I haven't done your question, wounds to wisdom. I'm still on Sun card. She had a few long things. So let me start over. So I feel like he may have like saved some of your pictures, I feel, or maybe he just goes and looks. So you are very delightful. You're very beautiful and delightful. I can stare at you all day, and sometimes I do. I want to have a deeper knowing of who you are. You always seem to be someone I can get along with. I want to take you out and just listen to music. Yeah, I want to take you out and just listen to music with you. I know you probably get a lot of attention, and sometimes that worries me, but at the same time, I'm okay with that because it's not just your beauty that has me gravitating towards you, it's the energy that comes from you. It lets me know you are pure and not just all physical. I know things feel very stuck between us, and you deserve someone that's not afraid to come towards you. I'm working on those fears that linger. Girl, that's why I was laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the guys be just saying random shit. I sometimes be like, what the hell are y'all thinking? Anyway, those fears that linger from my past. It's not you, it's me. And I know that may sound cliche, and I don't want to say that in a cliche way. I am very interested in you and starting a new relationship with you. A new romantic relationship with you. I've never been interested in someone I barely know, so I want to get down to this mystery. I'm going to come in as the best me because I have given others a not so great version of me, and that always failed. It always ends up in turmoil. So in a way at times I feel I'm not good enough for you, but I'm working through that. I watch you from afar way more than I want to admit to myself. It is a crazy outer body feeling that even I can't understand. I can only hope for time and patience, even though I know this may sound crazy or selfish. I'm just asking for a little more time. I want and need you. I can feel it deep in my heart. This isn't a coincidence. I dream about you a lot. It's like the vision of your face is constantly there at random times. I'm very curious about you, so I'm constantly watching, trying to learn more about you without being so obvious. So right there, I felt like he was gonna repeat himself, so it kind of just stopped. Because I was like, okay, anything else? But it just stopped. So that is your channeled message. I feel like it's kind of reflects, it was like, it's a lot deeper than what we get on the tarot. And I feel like there's things that are happening that you're not seeing. I do feel like he has pictures of you saved. Okay. So he's very attentive to what you have going on without showing signs of it. All right, what do you want to say to Sun card? I was like, oh, he's still going. All right, so let's see. What do you want to say to her? What do you want to say to Sun card? I'm looking for a sign from you. I want to hold your hand while driving. Oh my God, didn't we get something with like listening to music? And what I pictured was a car. Like you guys being in the car. Like after a date and just listening to music. You always make me want to be a better person. We kind of got that there. I'm so sorry for making you feel like you weren't enough. Expect a call, text, email, or direct message from me. You make me have wild thoughts. Your eyes are so beautiful. Yeah. I really love your super wild side. You are perfection to me. Give me one. And yes, I've been watching your social media. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I was getting. I was getting that. Like, he's watching, or he has like screenshots of you. Like, yeah, that's the energy. The energy I got was like screenshots. I know that energy because I know when I get that energy with people. So that is for you, Sun card, and thank you so much. I hope that was helpful. So many confirmations. Yeah, that's why I love. That's when I was doing practice, not practicing, but when I was doing channel readings for like my friends, and then I was like, let me add the messages. Like, I want to add messages, right? Because you know you guys are paying a certain amount. And when I started doing, like, when I saw like the messages really like go hand in hand, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep the messages. And I think I was just playing around because you know I always, before I bring something to the channel, my friends are my guinea pigs. That he saved my, oh wait, we did, oh shit. So that was like super confirmation. Yes. All right, Devika, you'll be added. All right, wounds to, and thank you, Sun card. Wounds to wisdom, are you here, my love? Let me go to PayPal. I think you posted your question there. Yeah, because you're tapping into like their higher self. So, but you know what's crazy? Just her channel readings, like, I feel like they've been playing out in real time. It's like the craziest thing. You're welcome, my love. And good luck. And, you know, just, you know, yeah. I'm gonna do a video. I gotta do that one because I was laughing when I did it. I gotta redo it. Where it's like giving you guys a pep talk when the people that are consciously manifesting. Where it's like, you know, you're powerful and stuff like that. So yeah. I gotta redo it because I definitely was laughing. And maybe you guys need those laughs in there because sometimes we be too serious. All right, so let's see. Let's see. For wounds to wisdom. What are some things my partner is wanting me to do that he won't tell me to bring our relationship together? All right, let's see. What is he wanting her to do? Spirit. What are some things when this wisdom's partner is wanting her to do that he wants her to bring a relationship together? What are some things? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. It is the midweek, right? It's midweek, yep. Let me give myself a mani and petting today. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very creative card. Is a card of intuition. Is a card of like endless possibilities, being more curious. Is a card of sensitivity. So I feel like for me, this feels like wanting you to be more sensitive to his wants and needs. Show me more. Yeah, he's needing more emotional stability. I feel like there's stuff that he's not really talking about that he's in need. This could be like with his past, like even like his upbringing. Maybe there wasn't a lot of nurturing, a lot of like hugs or like, you know, loving energy. Maybe it was like very chaotic because I'm getting that. I'm getting like wanting to feel like love and support. And this is emotionally. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Yeah, this feels like mental support. There's like stuff that I don't know if it's just like he's not opening up or he just doesn't feel safe to speak on. Um, like I don't know if in his past, like people would be like, "Oh my God, you're just being emotional. Like just stop, shut up, stop crying." Like growing up, and then like in relationships, maybe like his partners were like people that would be like, "Oh my God, you're just being overly emotional, or you're being too attached, or like you're being too dramatic." Like that's what I get from him. Like he's never had like a safe space. So needing a safe space, yeah, look, the page of pentacles. This is like, for me, this is like needing more, meeting his desires, but they're not really stating what it is. So this is something, because intuition is here. um it's like they're saying like this is stuff that only you are gonna know and learn from him. So like maybe paying attention more to like little things that he does, little habits, little routines. Asking him like, do you is there anything in your day that you need help with? Like, do you want a certain meal cooked? Like stuff like that. It feels like he's never had that. um the Five of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. So show me this Five of Pentacles. I want to clarify that. I get a lot of emotional support here. The Three of Wands. Does he ever talk to you about like possible like dreams that he has? Not like dreams as in like I had a dream last night, but like I'm talking about like goals. Like does he talk to you about his goals? I feel like needing support when it comes to like his goals and like a vision that he has with things. The Knight of Swords is a very like fun energy. Um Very adventurous, very passionate. So we need some fun here. Some spontaneous energy, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, like just going out and doing stuff that you guys normally don't do, or you just kind of like, even like, in the bedroom, like exploring other things. I feel like that's there too. Maybe, I don't know if he's afraid of talking about this stuff. Show me more. Because I keep getting like someone holding back from really expressing themselves. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting long-term plans. Does he ever talk to you about like long-term plans? Like I'm getting like, again, goals. Like I don't know what he does for a living, and if maybe he's wanting to do something else, like whether it's like going to school, or like there's something with long-term goals that he's needing support with, like emotional and mental support with it. Yeah. Again, we have a burden here. Extra responsibilities. I don't know if he feels that he just has too much, like too much is weighing on him. And this is, I'm getting again the energy that I got yesterday. Communication here. Communication seems to be very like far between you guys. Like it feels like a very, very, very wide empty space when it comes to communication. Oh, he wanted to open a shop to sell motorcycle items because he's in a club. Maybe like bring that back up. Like I don't know if he's, so when you're, and I can tell you this because even me, like I don't tell people what I'm working on, but if I had a partner and I discussed that with them and they seemed uninterested, I wouldn't discuss it with them again. So maybe seeming more, even if you're not, like seem more interested in like the things that he tells you. Because again, I'm getting communication is like blocked off here. Communication seems very like, yeah, like far in between. Like it's like we're not coming, and that's the thing, it's not just about communicating in like in a on a higher level, but even the small things like everyday conversation. um oh, his back, yeah, that makes sense. That's why that Ten of Wands is there too, the burdens of extra responsibilities. But maybe if you show him emotional support with it, it will drive him to do it. Because regardless, we're always going to have like financial binds. I could tell you that. The Eight of Wands, if maybe he felt like you were supportive of it, then it won't give him like that drive to still do it. So then that's when you should jump in and help him, yeah. Because a lot of times that's all you need is someone to just kind of give you a different perspective, or even just the support. Like I said, there's like a need for support here. So like you said, his mind seemed clouded. That's like his judgment. So he doesn't have a clear view on things. But if you jump in and kind of like help him through that, I feel like that is something that may, yeah, because people are like that. But people need that support. Trust me. Show me more, Spirit. Yeah, this is because the King of Pentacles is here. The King of Pentacles likes to be reliable. He's very he likes to take leadership. He likes to give security to the people that he's with. He likes to be very prosperous, and he likes to be generous. So like he likes to make sure that his finances are good so that he can provide. He's a provider, basically. So I feel like there is something here for him where maybe he feels like he's not providing enough for you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be materialistically, but emotionally and mentally. So maybe you just kind of like, you don't gotta be like praising him all day every day, especially not for like stuff that he's supposed to do, but just acknowledging like his hard work, or like being thankful towards him, because I feel like he's missing that. Like there's a sense of like missing emotional support. Yeah, see, it comes from his childhood. I'm telling you, there's something in his childhood where it kind of, he didn't have this emotional support that he needs, or he at least wants. So that's what I'm getting from him. Like being very guarded when it comes to communication. Not feeling like there's a safe space here. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like he feels like maybe I don't know if this is what's happening, but I'm just reading off of the energy. Like maybe you're constantly asking for more and more, and he's like, I like literally don't have more to give right now. Let me get some oracles. Give me a second. Yeah, so that could be something that's like really in the forefront for him. Some childhood trauma. We all have kind of, I feel like everybody has some childhood stuff that they still want when they're older. So just navigating that, yeah. There's like stuff that I think that he didn't have a lot of emotional support, or was made out to be like, you have to be strong all the time. All right, for wounds to wisdom and her partner, Spirit. Work through the fears, work through your fears. So you two like having fears of maybe like, just remember whatever you focus on is what you're going to create. So nothing will come from this situation. I feel like whatever fears you have is only going to bring, like nothing is going to come from it. So just let go of your fears when you have when it comes to this relationship. Nothing is yet set in stone. So that's my card of like, you can change the outcome here. You just have to like focus on what you're wanting and not what you're not wanting. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah, feeling more confident in your partner, in the relationship itself. Remember, how you're feeling about the connection, he's gonna feel about it too. So if in your mind you're like, oh my god, things are going bad, he's gonna start viewing things as going bad too, in his own kind of way. If you start to view things from a more confident standpoint, then he will too, because we feed off of each other's energy. We're energy. So your dreams need a practical plan. Be bold and make the first move. So maybe like the communication, like just, yeah, maybe like asking him too, like, what are your needs? Because remember, we read energy, but going to your partner and being like, what do you need my help with, is completely different. You're very close to achieving your goal. And you have a yes or no, so go ahead and post it. It's time to release negativity. What I was saying. Have faith in your dreams. Don't let pride get in your way. And 2 more. This is one of my favorite decks. A time for healing. All right, I'm going to give you all the ones that came out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Emotions are running high. And luck is on your side. So that's what I have for you, love. Post your yes or no. All right. Will Wounds to Wisdom be able to trust him while she's gone for 10 days? The Queen of Swords, that's a yes for me. That is a yes for me. I feel like he respects your boundaries. So, yeah, I'm getting a yes for you. And that's what I have for you, love. Thank you so much. And Black Widow, if you're here, you can post. Let me just shuffle these so I can mix them up. And Black Widow, if you have a yes or no, go ahead and post it too. All right, let's see what's coming towards Black Widow in love and romance. What's coming towards Black Widow and romance? What is coming towards Black Widow? Love and romance. The Six of Cups. Okay, the Emperor. The Knight of Wands. I feel like this is somebody in the past, a past person coming back in. Doesn't have to be an Aries, but the Emperor is here, so just keep that in mind. You know, you guys know I don't really go by the signs, but then I do have the Knight of Wands, so this could be a fire sign that's coming back towards you. Like I said, does not have to be a fire sign because we have a ton of elements in our charts. But this is a past person that's like feeling nostalgic. I'm seeing them feeling very like reminiscing about you. And with the Emperor, like they're taking a certain direction or certain making a certain decision to come towards you. The Knight of Wands is here, so it's all about action taking. This person is coming in being very fearless, very energetic, very much like impulsive. So I feel like this is like someone is gonna be like coming back in like, I want to see you today. Like, what are you doing today? I want to see you today. The kind of energy is what I'm getting. Someone who is, I want to just see something though. I want to clarify this Knight of Wands. The Nine of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone that does not have like baggage, someone that's single. I feel like you also are showing up a little bit like like walls up with this person. They view you as very beautiful, like they're very attracted to you, very attracted to you. The Four of Pentacles is here. Show me more. Show me more. Look, yeah, they're very attracted to you. Again, you're very confident when it comes like to this person. So I feel like that's something that kind of like turns them on. Like your drive being so focused too, but definitely I feel like the fact that maybe like you can cut this person off and just be like whatever. I feel like maybe they're used to like being chased or something. The Four of Pentacles let me know they're still holding on to you. Show me, Spirit. The Hangman with the Lovers in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Huh. Yeah, the only thing I will say, this person is coming in a little selfish. I will say that. So for me, because there is this harmony misalignment here with the Lovers card in the reverse, someone that's like has a fear of commitment, very indecisive when it comes to love. Yeah, very much in their head, feeling trapped when it comes to love. There's like this person, like, all right, so how they're gonna come in, it doesn't even feel like a changed person. So like they're gonna come in with the same BS is what I will say. Coming in with the same BS, same type of attitude, same type of energy. Nothing has changed, nothing has gotten better within them. Anything else? Anything else, man? The Knight of Cups. When it comes to you, they are following their heart coming in. Very charming though. And not charming in a like lover boy. Charming in a I'm gonna try to get my way here. But again, you're setting boundaries. You're guarded to them. So I'm getting communication from this person again. So yeah, it feels like someone is in your energy that from the past that is not really coming in with any new energy. All right, let's do your yes or no. You said I'm gonna reject him. Period. Oh, never mind. Wait, I believe I know. Oh, no, okay, never mind. It's E. Oh shit, that does, yeah. So, yeah. You say you're gonna reject him. All right, let's see. Will I get a new job by the end of July? The only thing I don't like about coming on like directly from YouTube is that I can't highlight y'all questions, and I'm used to that. So I'm like, wait, I can't, right? I can't. No, it will be. I could pin it, but no. All right, let's see. Will Black Widow get a new job by the end of July? Girl, yes. I got a yes for you. Progress moving forward and something new. So I'm getting a big yes for you. Black Widow said, I'm gonna reject him, period. I know that's the fuck right. When you know what you want and when you know what you don't want. That's all the clarity you need. And thank you, Black Widow. Sorry for the wait, guys. Alright, Jess, you are next. And Jess, if you have a second mini that you want to ask or you want messages, like whatever, you know the vibes, girl. Whatever you want. Yeah, looks good, Black Widow. Just that fruit that you posted the other day, what is that called in English? I know what it's called in Spanish, but I don't know what it's called in English. They look like, I call them little mini apples, but I know they're not. They're just remind me of apples. My mom's uncle has a tree in Puerto Rico. Oh my God, they're so good. Hold on, let me go on there real quick on Instagram. Those are cherries? Yeah, that's not cherries then. No, then it's not what. It's not. Alright, let's see. How is Jay going to feel? It was in one of your reels. I'm about to like it when I see it. It's the reel where you said, sorry, I have plans. The plans. That didn't look like cherries to me. So, yeah, my mom's, I gotta act, yeah, they call it something else. I don't, well, it's not the same thing then. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Oh wait, now that I look at them, they do look like cherries. So never mind. I just saw them really fast. So yeah, it's the cherries. Never mind. It's not what I was thinking. I guess I saw it like really fast. Alright, let me go back. No, I gotta ask my mom what it's called, and then I'll look it up and I'll tell you, because they're so good. Oh my God. How will Jay feel when he see the IG stories just posted? Hi everyone who's all in here. Make sure you guys like the stream. How is everyone feeling today? The world, okay. The three of girl wanting to come towards you. Like, I feel like, so right now it's like you're getting his full attention. And I feel, I never noticed that she has two wands in her hands. You see them? I never noticed that. I've been using this deck for over a year now. So she's showing up as like very powerful. And look, you see like they're watching her, like it's all eyes on you. So that's how I feel like he's viewing you. With the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like he's now opening up more to his friends. I feel like he's letting them know how he's feeling. He's letting them know, and I feel like this is like close people. This could be him like being like with his friends today and being like, oh my God, like she posted again, or like something about liking what you're posting. Okay. Kind of being more open to letting them know how he's feeling. Maybe not necessarily like plans, but definitely how he's feeling emotionally. The Knight of Cups shows me him wanting to come towards you, following his heart. Oh my God, everybody left when I said who's in here, say hi. Oh my God, like people are so weird. being more emotionally open, being more loving, more caring, like coming towards you, definitely follow his heart, wanting to be your knight in shining armor. So cheesy, but that's what I'm getting from spirit. You got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like I want to get more. Show me the Two of Pentacles. Look, the Two of Swords. This is him, I feel like, balancing out his feelings, his emotions, and his thoughts, right? Like, he he can be very practical and very logical, and it's like he's not wanting to do that. Like, so there's like a little bit of overthinking with like action. So remember, this just is reminding me, remember how you said like he viewed your story and then he came back and liked it? Like, that was him like viewing your story, leave it, and then for a second was like, fuck it, like I want her to know like she has my attention right now, let me go like it. And like, that's what I'm getting from him. You're gonna see little shit like that. Like, so even if you're not noticing it, this is what's happening with him. Like, he's like taking an action and then like leaving it alone, then being like, fuck, I should have just did that. So that's what I'm getting from him. Not feeling stuck in any kind of way, but kind of just like overthinking his actions like after he does it. Show me more. Like the Seven of Pentacles, yo, he's like seeing you as someone who's growing like in real, like I keep getting that energy for you, like you're growing in real time, like things are happening for you in real time. Like, he's just seeing a change in you, and everything that's happening with you and him is just happening in real time. Like, it's you're literally at a place right now where I feel like, even though, and I don't want to repeat this like in that way, but just like, even though the full manifestation is not here yet, it's like your 3D is finally like coming together. So you finally are getting stuff that you've been manifesting for a while, and I feel like he's noticing little things about you that maybe he didn't notice in the past. Yeah, like the Temperance. Very patient. He's feeling very patient. He's feeling very balanced when it comes to you right now. Like, he's feeling like, I feel like before he may have felt like a little like uneasy or like unsure, or like really just like afraid, or like too up in his head in the bad way. Like, what I'm saying with this, like kind of overthinking like his actions, I'm not getting like being in his head and staying stuck there. It's really like, wait, should I do this or should I do that? It's like in a fun way. So like, I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, like he's just wanting to build slowly. Again, I get this energy of like, I want to build slowly, but I'm being more consistent. So you're gonna see more consistent actions from him. As I say that, the Five of Swords with the Eight of Wands, to me the Five of Swords, like he's fighting through those negative thoughts, and he's gonna continue to do that. And I feel like we've been getting that energy for him a lot lately. Like, I'm just fighting through, like, I don't give a fuck, you're not gonna win, thank you, bye, I'm not gonna, like, he's literally fighting his demons. With the Temperance, I'm getting again, he feels how he's, so I just heard alchemy. So alchemy is magic. So to me, I feel like the way he's coming towards you again is like that energy of like, I don't know what you did to me, but I like it. Whatever you did to me, I like it. I like thinking about you. I like being in your energy. I love seeing you. I love being around you. I can't wait to be around you. Show me more. And he may feel like you guys are kind of like a little opposite, but like coming together, you guys, like, how do you say that, like, you guys are opposite in a lot of ways, but it kind of just like meshes when you mix the energies together. It's like magic. That's what I'm getting with that. The Three of Swords is here, so I feel like he's gonna, like, I think just not seeing you in person is gonna have him missing you. But let me see. This could be you too. I feel like both of you, like, coming like in this weekend, you're gonna like have a sense of like missing each other a little bit. Be mindful of your thoughts. Like missing each other a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna take action towards you. There's more action that's coming in, and there's a new phase with you and him. Okay, so don't let like the little things that are not happening affect the things that are happening. So just remembering that stuff. Yeah, it could be like a little bit in the head kind of energy, and I feel like it's for both of you. So remember, your thoughts create his. Oh, that's a good way to, oh, that's, oh wait, let me write that, because that's gonna be something that I'm gonna use. I know that's right, Spirit, you better come through. Let's do that. That's a good way to look at it. Your thoughts create his. Create theirs. Damn, that's a good way to put it, because, you know, yep, there it goes. Jess, you don't have a second question? I mean, you can still think about it. Devika, are you here? No, not right now. All right, cool. So, Devika, do you want black, purple, or orange messages? The deck. You let me know. You decide. Black. Okay, got you right now. So let's see. All right, messages from my young. What does my young want to say to Devika? This one I want to say to Devika. Adorn. This is a song by Miguel. I'll Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Okay. I keep hoping I bump into you. You complete my world. I want to provide you with stability. Let me massage your whole body. Okay, what is my young gonna say to Devika? I'm madly in love with you. I was wrong for shutting you out. Are you open to talking now? I'm just really not ready for a serious commitment. I pushed you away because I was not ready. I never expected to fall in love with you. And you are my muse. At the bottom, I have, I'm so sorry I didn't know how to handle this connection. So that is for you, Devika. And thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm glad it resonated. that he still not ready for commitment. Not ready for commitment. Yeah, I mean, it's the messages that come out. I don't decide what messages come out. So just take it if it resonates. If it don't, just let it go. Because remember, these are pre-written, so it could be past, future, or current energy. So just remember that too. But again, whatever messages come out, because remember, these are already pre-written. If it doesn't resonate, you just let it go. You're welcome. Jess, how's your day going? How's everyone's day going? Oh, there's a blank card here. You chilling? Yeah. I think I'm gonna get off. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna get off because I have to finish up some stuff for the course, and like, you know, I want to finish up this ebook. It's taking me a little longer because I'm like, I keep changing stuff. When you're creative, like, oh my god, like you just start second guessing shit, and I'm like, no. So I want to finish that up, and some other stuff that I want to put out, some videos. So I like what I just said. Your thoughts create theirs. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, it kind of keeps people in check. Keeps my damn self in check. Because ain't no freaking way. Say nah, but I gotta organize my messages too, because I wanted to start, I'm gonna start putting them out as like, to sell them, but like PDF style. So I'm gonna start working on that soon. That's another little project that I have, but this is gonna be like for next week or something. And I will have part 2 of the goddess messages today. Look, I woke up with I had a real bad pain in my arm since last night, like since like midday yesterday. And this morning I said, yo, I do not have fucking pain in my arm. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't have pain in my arm right now. And I have not taken anything. So, words are powerful. Exactly. Alright guys, I'm gonna give it like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. If anyone wants to donate, do it now. Or I will see y'all later. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna head out now because I'm gonna get a workout in. Yep. Let me go get ready for my wedding. So just, I will probably be texting you. But everyone else, I will see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.